Hello, hello, hello.
And this one, all good?
Yep.
Is there a technique as good as Jamie Lang?
Probably not round Cornwall.
Well, it's live, is it? Wonderful. Hello, everyone. I don't know, Tom. I like your technique. It's pretty solid, Jamie, though. And Lewis, bless him.
He's done very well in Cornwall, Jamie Lang.
He's what?
He's done very well in Cornwall. The time he's been there.
How are his knees?
Well, we'll see later on, won't we?
We will see.
Here we go. Started now. Tim Smith on the mic. I think Tim is marking. Obviously the organiser of what's going on today. Tim Smith introducing the event.
Challenge match between an England Masters team and a Cornwall team, and it's been on all afternoon with the current score 3-2 in favour of Cornwall. Masters over Cornwall, Masters over Cornwall, and there are two strings left to play. They will call the first party.
Some big thank yous to everyone who's helped put the event on. I include obviously the bar staff, the incredible Marker, the chief referee. A massive thank you to Brian from England Squash Masters for streaming and doing all the technical work for the event and driving down at 4:30 a.m. this morning from Swindon to do just such a thing, and for obviously Truro Squash Club agreeing to host again. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the players today. The first match on court will be effectively number 2 strings. Both players are around about
a 9-match squash level, so you know that it's going to be very high caliber. And first on court from England Masters is the captain of the England team for tonight, Tony Tremain. Playing the county coach, very good friend of the club, also with a incredibly high squash level. From Truro and Sistina, it's Jamie Yow. That will go straight into number ones and play number 1 for the England Masters team, the 2024 over 50 national champion, Michael Gregory. And Michael playing a certain young up-and-coming chappie who has, at the age of 17 and 3/4, already bagged 2 Cornwall County titles and is the Cornwall number 1, Lewis Vinten. And to the big guns, I'd like to bring on first a chap from Nottingham who is currently ranked at 23 in the world, highest world ranking of 15. He is working his way back to that and hopefully beyond now after a serious Achilles injury. He's done quite well this year. Amongst his scouts, Yusuf Ibrahim, the current world number 5, Declan James. Several others as well, and he is a super chap with a great volley, a great backhand drop, and a great mentality towards the game of squash. Please welcome Declan James. Now, I would like to tell you all that his opponent from Malaysia has flown for the last 16 hours to get here, but in truth, he is caught a train down from Bristol. He does train with Hamid and the other boys in a professional camp there in Bristol, under the auspices of our club friend Adrian Stiff. He's currently world ranked at 18. Has reached the top 10 in the world. He's heading back in that direction now. He is, well, in short, he is Yow from Malaysia. I'm having a phone now for 30 seconds. I'm going to give you the mic to say something. There you go.
As always, thanks to everyone for coming out this evening. We never forget that you spent hard earned money to go watch the squash tonight. And it's great for Eain Yow and careers and the practice matches as well. So hopefully it's not too hot for everyone tonight. And we've quite a bit of sweating going down on court, so hopefully there's a bit of water being drunk alongside beer and wine as well. And so everyone enjoys the evening squash. Thank you very much.
Thanks everyone for showing up today. A lot of friends and fellow professionals of the Bristol will say a lot of very stuff about this stuff, so it's been really honored to be able to come this time around. And yeah, it's a great pleasure to be here and to see like everyone's supporting sports today. It's great. This is what we need for the sport. And yeah, tonight hopefully I'll have to be on the advantage since I'm from Malaysia. The community is high there. But it's just a backdrop, so yeah, hope everyone enjoys the squash. Yeah, all kinds of levels today. We'll watch some interesting matches and then we'll show.
Do look at all the amazing raffle prizes on the table out there. Get your tickets from behind the bar. We do, to be honest, rely on the bars, the raffle, the sponsors, everything to put an event like this together. So please do get your raffle tickets from behind the bar for all those prizes that you can see. You're going to pick the most prize and you win. Let's get straight into it. The first match will be between Tremain, Masters, Jonny, Cornwall. Let the matches begin.
Come on, Sai-Tai.
Here we go then. First match of the day. Eain Yow, done a lot for Cornwall squash. Very good club player, very good club player.
And one of the best techniques in the game.
Beautiful technique. Tony as well though can match that. Tony's got lovely technique, plays in the best company, he's one of the strongest players in the game.
Pass that along to John.
A little longer than game two.
Longer, I agree.
I think that makes a difference.
I reckon the bracket between these two in age, maybe not so.
What's the bracket?
Talking to anything. I reckon I'll get 8 years between them both. James can still hold his own in this match. He plays it right.
Who's your money on, Tom?
You never can out Jonny Lang. I tell you what, this game is probably one of the most 50-50 games you can watch today, in my opinion.
So Myles played this lad last year in Vinten.
No, he didn't play this lad, he played someone else.
Oh, did
Myles
he?
Roberts, yeah, he did play someone else.
Okay.
But in my opinion, I know them both quite well. I play in both leagues. I think this is going to be a close game.
Who's the money on?
The longer it goes on, it's going to go towards Tony.
Right.
If Jamie starts well, I think Jamie's got a strong advantage. in this
So
game.
what are Jamie's tactics in this game?
He'll be playing as tight as possibly can. He'll be using a lot of height, a range of pace. He won't want to move much. He won't want to give Tony options to go short. It's going to be a really good game, not going to lie to you.
So how's he going to do that? Keep it steady, down the wall, tight, width.
Conserving energy, I think, is the main thing for Jamie at the minute.
Okay. Are we calling him old then?
Unfortunately. I think they're both probably in that category. Looking at the hairlines.
Hey, oi, easy.
No, all jokes aside. It's going to be a good game, this one. We're talking squash levels, they're probably quite similar.
What levels are they?
I think Tony's around 9,000. I think Jamie 2. Tony a little bit more active than Jamie though. Tony does play the master circuit and stuff like that.
And where's Tony? Which club is he a member of?
So I believe Tony plays for Port Stanford,
Okay.
which is he plays in the Plymouth Company League.
Okay. He's an England man as well, though, is he?
Yeah, he's on the England circuit for his age group.
Which is what, over 40s, over 45s?
It's one of those two. I can't say exactly what it is.
Okay. Looking at that spot on the top of his head, I'd say over 45.
Over 45.
Okay.
Yeah. Poor Tony. Apologise, Tony.
It's all good. I'm not one to talk.
But I think, to be honest, the more active player is definitely Tony at the moment. He's even got his English shirt on.
Yeah, hasn't he? And what number does he play for England?
Off the top of my head, I wouldn't know. But the fact he's even in the England circuit is massive age group.
It's very impressive, isn't it?
He's a lovely player to watch as well.
And the standard is so high. I've been so impressed with it.
But no, for me personally, I'm either going to call 3-1 Jamie, or if I want to go the other way with Tony, I'm going to call 3-1 Tony as well. I'm going to have to go both sides on this one. This is quite a close game.
So who's won the toss, Tom?
I believe Jamie Lang has won the toss.
Okay, so Jamie to serve.
I think for this game, if Jamie starts well, I think it's in his hands. Jamie Lang, obviously former coach at Truro Squash Club for the last few years, done a great job here. A lot of respect around this court.
And for those less understanding of squash, it's first to 11.
Best of 5 games.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it. I still want to know who your money's on.
I've just said, unfortunately, you were away then. But I said it's either going to be a 3-1 to Jamie Lang or a 3-1 to Tony.
So who's your money on?
I told us at the beginning, this is a really close game.
I want to know. Tell me now who's your money on.
Do you know what? I'm actually going to go Jamie Lang.
I'm with you, Jamie Lang. Let's go. One love to Jamie. Nice to get a point on the board. Early doors.
So in this game, Jamie will use a lot of height. He will try to starve Tony of any opportunities.
The moment's quite tight. Width.
We know Tony can play these shots, but Jamie Lang is a technician. If he plays his game, he plays height, he's in control of it all. It's going to be a tough game for Tony, in my opinion.
So I'm here with England team over 55 member Tim Smith. Tim, who's your money on?
Good evening, everyone. I would have said it's going to be a very, very tight match, this one. My money is on a 5-setter. That's called sitting on the fence.
I want to know which side of the fence you're sitting.
Yeah, thanks for the pressure. I honestly don't know. I could flip a coin. They're both similar squash level, and they both hit the ball like a rocket. Slight advantage to Jamie on his home court, perhaps, but Tony will dig in and dig in and dig in. Anything can happen. I think the first game could be crucial. Whoever gets that will have a big psychological edge. We've got to see how it progresses. It's very, very hot on there, so fitness will come into it as the match progresses, and I think error count needs to be as low as possible.
At the minute, from my opinion, I think it's going exactly how I thought. Jamie's really stepping up, trying to take control of the match. I don't know how long this could last, mind. Tony will need to break this down because Jamie, he's a technician. He'll control the rally.
His length has just been wonderful. Last point, absolutely brilliant length. That's a stroke to Tony. Jamie's come out firing quite hard, hasn't he?
He has
Lot
to.
of power.
Has to. I think he started. He'd be very happy with that.
And few unforced errors from Tony as well. That's 3, I think, now.
At the minute, very much in control. Not use much energy at all.
Can't afford to do that. Oh, that's absolute quality. Inch above the tin, into the nick.
The only way Tony's going to get a foot in this game is if he's got to put the leg work in.
Yeah.
He's got to try and break Jamie down, and it's not going to be a quick thing either.
Wonderful tight play from both of them down the it's too good from Tony.
And now 2-6.
The one thing we do know today, the court is very hot. And Tony definitely has probably more match play in his legs at the minute.
Another unforced error. That's 4 unforced errors in the first game. And Tony does have more energy in his legs, I think.
I think he plays a lot of Tony. Whereas Jamie might not play as much as Tony always. We've got to respect the winners today because the court is absolutely boiling. Great start for Jamie Langwell.
Long rallies. Wonderful finish from Tony there. In the neck. Quality. 3-7 down. What's he got to do now? Tony's 3-7 down. What's he got to do now?
He's got to go where, I think.
Pick up.
He needs to be front to back. It's only going to benefit him.
Jamie's starting to make a couple of mistakes.
4-7.
That's quality from Tony. Lovely bit of hold.
5-7.
heat wave recently where we are in England, and even today it's very hot. This is definitely playing a part in the game.
Oh, huge. Great lob. Yeah, too good. Bit of controversy here, look. He's wanting a stroke. What's your opinion on that, Tim?
I didn't see it. That's called sitting on the fence again. What's happening here? Apart from the arguing, what's happening here is
marker up here. He's on that side of the court, but still very controversial.
There's a big length battle going on here. It's a battle for the tee. Tony's finding his length and his line a bit better at the second half of this game, but that's what's going on in my mind. They're jousting for position, seeing if they can get front of each other and find a better position to attack from. There's a lot of good length play going on. It's a very hot court, and I think we're going to be quite attritional tonight in all the matches.
Thank you, Tim. Controversy there. Personally, stroke, but understand the markers call.
It's a hard one because the whole court's free.
Yeah.
And it's not tight to the wall. But if you've got a stroke for that, no one will complain. It's one of those ones.
Oh, that's too good from Tony there. Weak cross court from Jamie, unlike him. Suddenly we're at 7-all.
Thank God we're not at 6-7. You know what I want about there.
You do, Thomas. Oh, Jamie, strong start, and suddenly he's letting it go. Can he keep his composure?
In my opinion, the court at the minute is playing into Tony's hands. It's hot, the ball's moving around a lot.
Lovely retrievals from Jamie there, though, rolling back the ears. Too good from Tony there.
I don't think this first game is ideal for Jamie at the minute. Tony looks like he's adjusted to the court.
Another mistake from Jamie. So if you were to speak to Jamie now, what would your advice be?
It's a tough one because a lot of Tony's attributes are actually going against him right now. He's obviously a younger player. He's playing a lot more. Suiting him to a T. 11-7.
You do a summary, I'm getting a pint. Go on, do a summary.
So yeah, obviously Jamie leading that match as expected. The court is very hot. I feel Tony is more active player at the minute, and I feel that it's played to his hands in the other game. I think he's going into the break full of confidence, in my opinion. I don't think he feels there's much there that can affect him. So what Jamie does now, it's a big one, isn't it?
I totally agree. What happened during that match was a fast start for the Cornwall player, and then he got reeled in the second half of the game by the Masters player in terms of length, line, accuracy, and some very, very tasty winning shots as well. So the beginning of the second game will be quite crucial for Jamie. He needs to start well and find that length and line very, very quickly, because I would imagine Tony Tremain will begin with a lot of confidence.
Thanks, Tim. So where is Jamie going wrong? He's hitting the ball well. He's made a few mistakes.
He really needed this game, in my opinion. He really did. I feel at the minute he's got everything he's got, Jamie's got, and a little bit more. So either Jamie's got to really slow it down and time it up. I feel like winners aren't an option this game. It's going to be a second game. I think this second game could make the match. So hopefully Jamie comes out and does.
We've got the marker here about the no-let mid-game. Controversial. What did you make about the no-let?
Well, it was obviously a no-let. It could be anything else. He was pinned up. Tony was pinned up against the wall, and Jamie had the whole of the court to hit. And why did he stop? They've been playing the ball when it's been really close to each other the rest of the game. He had loads of space, and they're back on court.
And that's straight from the horse's mouth about his controversial decision. Seems to make sense. Change of shirt for Jamie, looking handsome as ever. Here we go. Game 2.
Serving the second. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Players are in the level play.
Let's go. Has anyone had a word with Jamie mid-game? His son Lucas?
Don't think Lucas. No. I do know about James Lang though. He's very he's a qualified coach. He will know how to change his game.
Okay. There's 2 love ups on there.
He's definitely got more court time than Tony. And by the way, Tony has played a lot. That's quite a statement. Lovely shot.
Lovely shot. Just up.
That work Tony's doing at the front of the court when Jamie's getting in there, that was doing a lot of damage.
He's stretching Jamie, isn't he? Sending him around the court. Yeah, too good from Tony. Quick round the court. Poor drop shot from Jamie.
I think Tony knows if he gets to the front of the court and he's playing it strongly, it's going to do a job on Jamie here.
3-2.
Do you really hope though Jamie can figure this out?
It looks like Tony's worked out the front of the court's the place to go with Jamie. Yeah, too good. Wonderful length.
4-2.
Oh, that's just too good. Quality. Not a great length from Jamie, a bit long.
By the way, it's a hot court as well, so hitting a shot like that, it's not easy. You see Tony now going short.
Oh, that's a wonderful length from Jamie. Absolute quality.
Had 3-5.
We've got one of our members. Louise, would you like it? Oh, no. Oh, that is straight out the top drawer.
4-6.
A little bit of urgency in that shot. He needed a point. I felt.
Needs a few of them, though,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
he does, doesn't he? Great serve. Lovely hold. Oh, bit wild.
Good shot
Jamie
from
suddenly
Tremain.
seems to have stepped up
5-6.
on a bit of a roll here. Occupying the tee.
I think at the minute it's Tony's in Johnny's feet.
6-all.
Suddenly it's 6-all from there. He's back.
He's got all the tools to win this game, Tony. Jamie is not going to give up lightly.
Bit of a pause and play.
He's not showing any emotion between points either. He's just getting his head down.
6-all.
A lot of mistakes suddenly from Tony out the blue, having played very steadily for the last 10 minutes.
Did you see the confidence going from Tony straight to Jamie in the last 2 points?
And out. 7-all.
Very good from Tony. Tight drop.
Big game this.
With the ball this warm. Those shots
This is a big game in this match.
huge. Yeah, super tight from Tony. Great shot.
Left. 8-7 left side.
Yeah, this is a massive point.
Too good, mate. Great squash from Tony there.
You just feel it shifting a little bit in this match there.
I do. This point is so much Tony, isn't it? Oh, out the neck.
10-7. Game ball.
Tony's proving too strong.
A little bit of luck along the way. I think Jamie was on top.
Game 11-7. Tony leads 2 games to love.
He knows Tony is stopping it short. He's making Jamie run.
Really clear. So the commentary's really clear.
Time is in 30 seconds. Fifteen seconds.
So Tony's gone from 5,500 to 9,500 in a year. 18 months.
Speaking to him, he's obviously done the Master Circuit. I think gives a lot of people a new lease of life. And gives them more purpose in squash. Because we know squash, it's not as popular as maybe some other racket sports. But knowing Tony, he's loving his new Masters England campaign, in my opinion.
Yeah. I really like that, the fact that he's 40 odd and he's put the hours in and you're seeing the difference.
He told me the other day actually, he played in a traditional tournament where they play all white to 15 English scorers. So he's doing different events. I can't remember the name of the event, but he told me about it. But obviously he's going out, he's trying new events, he's loving the squash again. I think a lot of people at that age maybe think there's not many options.
That's quite an inspiration because I'm 52 and I think, well, that's my lot. If I would have put the hours in, I might have seen.
I can't wait to get old, Jonny.
Change his shirt from Jamie. Are we going to see a difference with his game?
I spoke to Jamie. He seemed like he's running out of options. He seemed like he's running out of a few options down there. Well, I don't blame him. I mean, I'm a Cornish man, I'm a Truro man. I'd love Jamie to come back and win this, but if he does, I don't have an answer of how he would do it. I'd love him to prove me wrong.
Oh, mistake from Tony there. Bit rushed, bit snatched. We all know that feeling, Tom. Love hitting the 10.
Did call a 3-1 to Tony or Jamie.
Well, we'll see. That's too good from Tony.
Just think if it's loose from Jamie and Tony goes short and snappy, it's a lot of hard work for him.
Bit of a delay there on the serve. Congratulations, by the way. Congratulations.
Yes.
Here we go. Is this it? Is this the upcoming edge? Jamie Lang.
Too good from Tony there. Wonderful drop
there from me.
Quality from the back of the court there.
But anyway, Jamie's going to win this game is if he plays as tight as he can.
Yes, that.
He cannot be playing loose.
He's not being very aggressive, Jamie, with this play, is he? Not seeing many drives.
He can when the ball's this hot. I mean, even here, you can hear how hard he's hitting the ball. I think this is a game of chess.
Yeah, too good. Great length, great width.
In my opinion, the whole game has been one pace.
It has, but I haven't seen many drop shots from Jamie. I haven't seen from the back of the court.
Ball down the wall. I haven't seen anything to try and change it up. Even though you can still hear how hard they're hitting the ball.
Right side.
Oh, that's harsh.
5-2.
You know, if we had a slower ball, I think anything could change up the pace of the game. It's got it. Tell you what, Jamie Lang is gritty there. That's what we love.
Yeah, weak lob from Jamie there.
Left side.
Looks like he's holding on a bit in those rallies.
6-2.
Love it there. Even that rally there, though, gave it everything. I'll say it again. The ball, you can hear the sound of the ball. There's no change of pace.
Lovely work there. But I haven't seen enough drop shots from James, in my opinion.
And 3-6.
I just think the ball was too hot on there today.
But Tony's playing drop shots. It's not about winning the point either, is it?
It's not. It's risk reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stroke.
That's a tough stroke.
And now 7-3.
Steady. Does he need to go back to basics a bit more?
I think it's when you saw it at this point, you know, give it your all, hope for the best.
Lovely deception from Jamie.
Tell you what, one thing for Jamie Lang is he's not going to give up.
5-7.
No, quality.
And I didn't have a prediction for 3-1, so I will hold on to that.
I'll polish your halo if that comes true, mate. Absolute quality from Tony again. Drop shot. It's been the whole feel of his game. Low at the front.
A little bit of a risk reward there, though.
It is, but he's played them really well. Pretty wild from James.
Yes, that. What you have looked to play. 8-5. I've got a good view here. 8-5.
Too good from Tony. Actually, Jamie was on top in that rally. He let it slip, I thought.
I think Jamie's gave way. He's played the best he can the whole way.
Too good from Tony, I think, on this occasion.
As I said, I just think the match has been played one way. I think it's all been one pace. Don't get me wrong, a hot court is very hard to adjust your game. Never say never.
You never know. Match 4.
Well played.
Tony.
Too good for Tony.
Too good from Tony. Well played both. Great exhibition of great squash.
It wasn't easy for Tony. I think Jamie played his gritty game at the end. But as I said, I thought the game was played all at one pace. I'd love to have seen a bit of a more of a chess game that much.
I agree. A lot of short rallies.
Either way, great game for the people watching.
Fantastic first match. Thanks very much, fellas. Put in a humongous effort. So a big round of applause again, please, for Eoin Yow. Jamie, I'll have a quick word with you first, if it's all right. You're playing a very
Wahai.
Wahey!
Very kind words. Can we have a round of applause for Jonny? Only a few months ago, just following up with the point that Jonny made, you were 5,500 squash levels. You're now 9,500. If we put this result in, you might go to about 15,000. But I don't think it's going in. Definitely is. Could you explain to our final audience here what it's like playing a person of the caliber of Eoin Yow and how you felt that you dealt with the situation today?
Yeah, I mean, seeing Jonny play a few times is very physical. As you can tell at the start of the match, he went 4-5 up just by really powerful on the court, and I think really relied. But yeah, as you said, we were very up and down the game, and I'm really that. Yeah, he played also sort of pull up, was posting, got shot on the bit, and yeah, actually, that win, but you need to win the free strikes. The heat, really good at the start, so if I have hot bosses, so I'm glad to get shot on free and enjoy being out watching the box. So thanks to the ball.
Tony, thank you very, very much for that with your words. We're going to let the boys cool down now because they need to. That was a fantastic high-level county plus match. Massive round of applause one last time for Jamie and for Tony. And to the number one string. Squash levels, both of these players are around about 11,000 squash level. So, introducing first from the Masters, the former British national over 50 champion, but he can put it back again. The marvelous skills of Michael Gregory. And of course, he is playing the county champion, the young whippersnapper, the fastest person since, I don't know, the Flash from Marvel. It is young Vinten.
Is that necessary?
Change sides.
So, Tom, as we watch the knock-up here between Lewis and Mike, we've just enjoyed a really good battle, which was 3-0. Apparently that is going to be the same score tonight, England over Panama.
If we're lucky.
You put me on the spot a minute ago for the last match. Who do you think might have the advantage with this matchup?
This is a tough one. This is yin and yang, this one. This is old versus young. So it's going to be very interesting. I think Mike has been training for this one. I think Lewis is young. He's keen. He's going to run for everything. It's going to be a very interesting watch, this one. Correct me, Tim, on Mike's age?
We believe Mike's 53 and Lewis is just a couple of months short of 18.
So completely different ends of the spectrum.
Tom, there's about 1,000 Masters players who disagreed with that, who are very, very good players above the age of 53. It will be Mike's holds, deception, flicks, reverse angles, changes of pace, use of height against Lewis's grit and determination, running, length and line, scraping things back, counter-attacking, and doggedness. It's going to be a fascinating battle, and again, it could go a long, long way, this one.
If you never watched Mike Mike Gregory player, I think, do watch, because it's a very good thing to watch. My favourite shot, he's got this reverse angle through the legs, and I really hope we see it today.
Specified games. Players are ready. First game, level play.
Because I've not seen anyone else play that shot. I nearly called this one David vs Goliath, but I think Lewis Vinten has got a very good shout winning this match. Just welcoming Jonny Blenkin back to the commentary.
Hello all.
Inventor of the leisure centre post.
The inventor.
Could be the inventor.
I would like to say a big hello to Jared London, who's in Australia now.
He is watching live, I believe.
He's watching live. Cornwall's #1, would you say?
10-time Cornwall champion.
I did hear he was susceptible to a leisure centre post on court the other night, though. Did you hear about that?
Not when I was on there. He wouldn't have a chance.
Hello, Jared, anyway. I hope you're enjoying it. So, lovely shot from Mike there. Young Lewis, who's come on so quickly, hasn't he? Since the age of 13, what is he now? 17. 4 years. He's just gone from a very, very...
Well, he's one of our brightest up-and-comings, I think.
It's what, sorry?
One of our brightest up-and-comings.
I think so, one of our bright... You know, Sai's up there, though.
That's why I love this match, because I think we've watched Mark Gregory before. He's got shots we've never seen. Said about that reverse angle between the legs.
Oh, lovely hold from Lewis there. Quality. Showing maturity beyond his years. Oh, Lewis suddenly takes the lead. Bit of a mistake from Mike there. A bit careless.
I think, in my opinion, Mike, the first game is going to be tough. If Lewis can weather the storm and play his game, he might have a chance. But I have heard Mike has been training for this one.
Really? He's looking very good. Watching him on court earlier.
Very up for it.
Absolute quality player.
Don't get me wrong, Lewis trains every day.
Can he keep and the rest?
It's nice to hear that.
Can he keep up with the speed of Lewis, though? Oh, lovely hold from Lewis there. Just had him wrong-footed.
Did see Lewis at the bar earlier, and he looked very tired. So it's great to see him.
He's had to work, and the 17-year-old, that is tiring working, isn't it?
It's great to see him this alive. Earlier. He wasn't drinking, by the way.
Of course he wasn't.
I think A-levels and that are quite hard these days. GCSEs.
Mate, he's at Waitrose. That's a tough job. 8 hours a day.
Selling to squash players.
He's doing very well. What I'm loving about Lewis's squash is he's volleying a lot more.
Yeah, something he's tried to improve.
He's onto the ball very quickly.
Look at that.
Bit of wisdom from Mike.
Reading
look at that. Oh. Lewis is looking all over. He's very quick this evening.
I know we talked technicians last game, but I think might go.
Oh, they've had a collision on court. Let's see everyone okay. Great drop shot from Lewis. Complete accident. I think he had a bit of a slip.
I mean, it's a let ball for me.
I think it's probably a let as well. Let's see what the marker says.
If John Mill's marking, we could hold,
be anything,
hold your breath.
What do you think there, Strike? I think it's probably a let, isn't it?
I don't think Mike would have got that, but I don't know. I'm going to confirm that.
Very sensible. A very sensible decision.
That's the benefits of knowing John Mills.
That's it, isn't it? Lewis is really pouncing on everything, isn't he? Oh, it's unlucky. Good effort from Marais, trying to volley everything. I think that's what he needs to do to improve his game. I think Lewis had a game against Jared London the other day.
Yeah.
Would have learned a lot.
He started playing about 16k these days. I know I might have come across his playing lower. He's out in the Gold Coast.
Slacking.
Maybe a year ago. I think now he's playing a few quality players out there. I think
Is he?
170 in the world, I heard. He's getting games, winning matches.
It's good to hear Lewis getting games like that against players like that.
It's good to see Cornwall's best players are still hungry.
Yeah, it's good to see them in Australia, isn't it? A bit controversial. Let's have them back here, taking the county forward.
To be fair, we haven't got 170 in the world down here, have we?
Well, there is that. So what would you recommend for Lewis now to move this game forward?
I mean, in my opinion, he's a big fish down here. I think the pond's too small.
Okay, lovely put, really well put. So, university?
I think it's got to be, in my opinion. If he's that serious about it, you can't be in Cornwall.
So what does he need? He needs to play better players, he needs better coaching, he needs to be around an environment of better squash.
Playing better players, I think that's the main thing.
He looks like he's playing well this evening.
Being bottom of the map isn't a perk.
Playing very well. Great, that's Lewis' first game, comfortably. 11-3?
11-3, wow.
11-3.
Impressive.
Very comfortable from Lewis. What do you think, Tim?
A really good start for young Lewis. I thought he was relatively error-free and he got in front of Mike on a regular basis and managed to run onto the ball and hit it past him. A very impressive start. Mike is extremely clever. He'll think this out. He'll probably go more length and line at the beginning of the second game, settle things down, try and really establish himself and wait for his opportunities, strike from a slightly higher position on the court and try and stretch Lewis a bit more this game. We'll have to see. It's certainly a good start for the Cornwall player.
Thank you,
Definitely
Tim.
going to see a change in Mike's
Words
game.
of wisdom from one of the finest players at the club there. Thank you very much, Tim, who's put on the most wonderful evening. Huge shout out to Tim Smith. Thank you.
Well, not just one event, I think we're well known in Truro Squash Club having multiple.
I think we are.
And that is down to Tim Smith. Thank you,
And the
Tim.
pros are really enjoying themselves. Thank you very
And
much.
many more to come.
I hope so.
I think one of my favourites might be, who do we have down there? We had the Paul Cole and Joel Making.
Wonderful evening.
It wasn't more of an exhibition, it was more of a match, which is what we asked for, and it was a great watch.
So, Tim, tonight we've got Declan James and Yow down here, and are they going to play an exhibition, or are they going to push it a bit?
Brilliant question. They're going to go full on. Simple as that. They both want to win. They have played each other several times before in championship matches and in practice matches, and we have asked them to go as hard as possible on this occasion. So it's going to be extremely physical. I would imagine it will be a very, very long haul and a treat for the spectators. And in these temperatures, that ball's going to keep bouncing.
And Tim, who is your money on?
Yeah, you keep asking me that question, so I'm going to avoid it again and say my money is fractionally on Lewis in this match. I have no idea in the pro match. I just hope it's a fantastic spectacle for all.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Tim. Here we go. Lewis to serve. Looking comfortable so far. This is very impressive from Lewis. He's really hunting the ball down, volleying a lot, putting Mike under a lot of pressure. I think he's stepping up his game a bit.
I think he's got to keep his foot on the pedal there.
Words of wisdom from Tom Newbury there, one of the finest coaches at Truro Squash Club.
Thank you very much. I feel like
Too good from Mike Gregory there. Quality squash.
I really hope Mike changes his game. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Lewis Vinten, but I'd love to see a little bit of a battle there.
Oh, that's very good.
I think that's back-to-back winners.
That is brilliant squash. Bit wild from Lewis there. Wonderful reactions from Mike. Oh, he's lobbed him. Nice reset from there. Absolute quality. Having hit it straight back to him when Mike had given up.
In for a good game here, aren't we?
And then he just popped it straight down the line into the corner. Absolute quality. Great play from Lewis there.
Great play from Lewis Vinten.
Mike's searching a bit here, going for winners off the serve. Again, he's gone for an early drop shot.
4-2.
What do you think your advice to Mike would be right now if you were to get him off court, in other words?
Oh, he's got to play his game. I think his craft. If you don't know Mike Gregory, he's great to watch.
Wonderful length and showing a bit of class there.
I think these winners aren't actually getting enough credit for what they are. This court is boiling hot. Lewis is one of the best retrievers we have at Cornwall, and he's hitting winner after winner.
Good to see Lewis hitting more winners. Mike's hit the tin again. That's a lot of money for his goals, for a man of his quality.
And
Bit of tension.
5-3.
I feel like he's got to play like this.
So I've got a wonderful man next to me, Henry Gale, who's just done a runner. If you want to be on commentary, which is a real shame.
Great job behind the bar, though.
Great job behind the bar. Serving a lot of points very well, very polite.
See, I don't mind this from Mike. I know he's
Bit
hitting,
ginger, bit
hitting,
bald, but
hitting,
lovely man.
6-3.
He's hitting arrows, but this is the Mike Gregory you want to watch.
I'd like to see Mike stick in the rallies a little bit. A bit of pressure.
It's not his game, I think, but Lewis is going to win if he plays that way.
Determined that Lewis is going to run if he keeps the rallies going.
Mike will win this playing his game, which is what we saw a few points ago.
Lewis is at the neck again.
7-3.
Great retrieval from Lewis there. And back with interest as well and on the volley. And wonderful from Lewis. Really good. It seems like Lewis really wants this. Wants to make a statement.
It's home turf, isn't it?
Pushing that Jared London to the limit.
8-3.
Bring him into it.
I think, yeah, they're similar in their age. And their ability. There's still a way to go. As I said earlier, the court is so hot. It doesn't suit someone like Mark at the minute. He's having to hit a few winners or rallies to even get the point. That's when I say, if you see a winner in this game, you know it's a good shot.
Lewis looks like he's running away with this.
9-3.
Good young lad. worked very hard to get to this standard. Deserve it.
10-3.
Could we even say the CR7 of Cornwall?
Steady.
Of Cornwall here.
Well, even that steady.
He's put in the work. We'll let him
He
have
has
it.
put in the. He's lovely young man.
I'll take the Dimitar Berbatov, you know.
I think you played for Scunthorpe, don't you?
They were.
I respect Scunthorpe though. Well played, Lewis. Too good. Too good for Mike. He really needs to shake it up, Mike. What would you tell him now? As a level 2 coach, Tom Newbury, squash with noobs. Check.
I just think Mike play his game, keep going. He's hit the tin. I don't want to see Mike Gregory rally Lewis Vinten. I want to see Mike Gregory do what he does best, and that's go for winners.
Getting a lot of banter from Jared.
I'm really hoping this next game he can really go for it. I don't mind if he loses. I want to see Nicks. Oh my God, Jared, man.
We're being quite throwing in the odd offensive comment. Actually, we've been quite good. I want to watch the pros. I'd like to go and watch them live.
Players are very nervously, 2 games to love. Third game, love all play. Players are ready, thank you. Sorry, time. Guys, Jack.
So Lewis, 2 love up, playing very, very well. Mike's struggling a little bit. We need him to change his game a little bit to compete with Lewis. Again, 10 again. Another mistake from Mike, which is unusual. Oh, very good shot from Lewis from above the head. Absolute quality. Haven't seen a leisure centre boast yet, which is a bit disappointing, but there's still room, still time. Yeah, very good, Lewis. Great serve, quality, onto the ball quickly. Putting Mike under a lot of pressure here. Suddenly 3 love, Tom.
Well, hi, come on, Lewis. It's almost a contrast here of technician versus retriever.
I have credit to Lewis. He's onto the ball very, very quickly. He's really rushing, Mike. I think it's a part of his game he's really developing. A lot of volleying.
I'll say it again though, it's been hot here lately in England. I feel this suits Lewis's game to a T.
It does, but actually...
And shots like that are the only thing that are going to get Mike through this.
When the ball's warm, can it be harder to volley because it's going past you so quickly? I know someone of your ability is very, very quick. Someone my standard. You like it when it's a bit cooler. The ball's whipping past us so quickly.
In my opinion, Mike can hit 4 winners in a rally and Lewis will pick them up. You know, the bookies would back it. He's got that.
He's got that very, very quick. He's really playing well.
Now, 5-1.
I wonder if these ones are going on cross levels.
I think Lewis is loving that. He's dropped a few thousand, doesn't he?
No, they're not. I'm just throwing the pot a bit.
Mike trying to get on the volley, isn't he? Trying to stay ahead of Lewis. It's too good.
I mean, credit to Lewis. He's 17 years old. He's playing one way. He's retrieving. He's playing one of the best technicians in the Southwest, in my opinion. And he's going to get that, isn't he?
Oh, wow. Credit to Lewis. Really running. And actually stretching Mike, who's a little perplexed at how quick he is. Do you remember being that quick when you were young?
Go on, Lewis, effort.
Unfortunately, I don't.
I was that quick once. Shit at squash, but quite quick. Really good from Lewis. Love the fact he really wants this.
I mean, psychologically for Mike, though, seeing Lewis even run and not get that one.
Yeah.
He knows he's not going to give up.
I think that's one of the few mistakes Lewis has
Massive
made.
why for
That's
Lewis.
a part of his game he's really developing. Very quick onto it. Credit to Lewis. Yeah, just too good. Too quick. All over it. I don't think Mike has an answer, does he?
He's too quick, he's too accurate. I just think court conditions are so important, I think, today.
But it's the same for them both, Tom, and these are the conditions the pros play in all the time.
I know, but this is a little bit different.
Lovely warm ball.
I feel this is, I mean,
that is a quality shot from Mike.
That's so hard to do with this sort of court condition.
I mean, he's an amazing player. I think Lewis just too quick, too young.
I think when you bring the conditions into it, it suits Lewis into a team. As long as he can keep it.
Lovely cross kick there. And again, stretching Mike. Oh, he's done it again, hit it straight back to him. Very good. I think he should have done that a few shots ago. So there's a part of this game he can develop. Just have a whip round, have a look at it.
8-4.
I've been probably a little bit harsh on Lewis, saying he's the runner here. He's got shots in his game.
His shots are really improving. I mean, he is very quick, but his shots are improving hugely. That's a great shot from Mike.
5-8.
Good solid squash.
6 more nicks, Mike. Come on.
Oh, it's a poor shot. Looked like it slipped in his hand, the racket.
9-5.
This must be so frustrating for someone like Lewis Vinten.
I mean, it's very different to Mike, isn't it?
What a shot from Lewis.
Great lob. Wonderful.
10-5. Match 4.
Much deserved. Played very well, Lewis, didn't he? Is he moving up a few levels?
Definitely. They're about really
Oh, Mike, bit of a statement from Mike there. Oh, lovely shot.
And this is the flair we've been waiting for.
There we go.
7-10 match ball.
You'll have to learn that one, Lewis, from John Wills, commentator.
I can't see Lewis losing this game.
I don't think so. Be very surprised.
I just wish we saw it a little bit earlier from Mike. To be honest, I don't think Lewis is giving him the option to play like that.
Oh, leisure centre boast, proper quality. Oh, there it is. Wonderful play from Lewis. Fantastic match. Lewis just far too good for Mike this evening. But a really, really wonderful display of great squash from both those players.
Brilliant contrast of styles. And well done to the current number one.
I think he's barking up along in court.
Lewis, who are we going to get to beat you on this court? Peter Marshall. Correct. He is in my court. Lewis, you hunted the ball well there. You got onto it very, very early. You've added a bit more attacking prowess to your game. Give us an insight into the work and the training that you've been doing, and to get to this level, and what your plans are going forward.
Just put a bit more bite on. You enjoyed that, man. Put a bit more bite on. You enjoyed that?
It's working.
Just put a bit more bite on the ball and then faster around the middle. So if I get you the middle, you'll be just fine. So I'm trying to. Very simple, keep being the next equal up, reach out level,
Work on your leisure centre as well. Live from Australia.
He is loving the
Hey Jared, how you doing?
Did you enjoy that?
Missed it tonight. And obviously we're all looking forward to the day when we get Jared and Lewis all together in an exhibition. Just a small match we were getting past Peter Marshall first. He's an outrageous difficult match to look forward to. We just concluded the Masters versus Cornwall series of matches, and there were 7 matches throughout the day, and the result is Cornwall 3, England Masters 4. So I would like to bring the captain of the England Masters back on board to receive the perpetual trophy. So please welcome Chapman.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who agreed to play for us today. moving matches, sport, and yeah, it's obviously fantastic to be invited down against this big club and the sporting exhibition. So yeah, really enjoyed it, and yeah, looking forward to what's
Lee earlier, obviously Michael, and the captains Tony for coming down and playing throughout the day as part of the exhibition event. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a short break for refreshment, maybe 10 minutes. This is your best chance now. Get your raffle tickets. You've seen all the fantastic prizes. Please think forward on guard, get those tickets. You can call them out after the main event. 10-minute break, and then in the house.
Okay. I'm going to take all over you. I
So we're going to have two special challenges, one game to 11 each time. The first match representing Cornwall will be Myles, the second match representing Cornwall will be Mark. So, the first one match to 11, introducing the Cornwall player. He made the semi-finals of the Cornwall County Championships. He's improving at the race of knots, and he had a big win earlier today. Please welcome on court, Myles Roberts.
Myles Roberts, what a quality young player. Best backhand in the club, in my opinion.
In my opinion, one of the best holds in the club.
One of the best what, sorry?
Holds in the club.
Oh, wonderful hold. Great shoes and great shirt this evening as well, by the looks of it. Looking very handsome.
Thank you very much.
Not yours, Tom, come on. I love the England shirt, though.
Please welcome Declan James.
Something we do a lot at Truro Squash Club is tradition. Club members playing the pros. Quite a few wins in our past. I think we've had former 10-time county champ Jar London has beat Mohammed Al Shabaghi. We've also had his brother Owen. He's had a good go. I think I was 8-3 up at one point, but I did lose that one.
So here you go, Declan James, quality player. What's Declan James' main forte in this game, do you think?
Physicality.
Court coverage, in your face.
I mean, he's not small, is he?
No, he's a big man. Very physical.
He's got long levers.
We all know about long levers. That's what you need. Good man. What an opportunity for Myles as well to have a bit of time on court with him. How many points will Myles get, do you think?
Hard to say. Obviously, Declan's going to give him a chance. I hope Myles takes it.
I hope he does. Just admire how quickly they're onto the ball. These three. Lovely. These boys, Declan and Yow, seem to be really enjoying their game at Truro. given that it's one of the finest clubs in the country. Friendly, warm, welcoming.
I'd love to agree with you.
It
I
is.
think one of the shining lights for exhibitions in the country.
I
don't think there's many more that are doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I think that's great thanks to Tim Smith, who's remarkable. Mr. Squash.
All down to Tim
Is that
Smith.
what they call him, Mr. Squash, on the tour, on the
Mr.
world tour?
Fantastic, I heard.
Oh, do they?
Also, the proud owner of Borbok Surf Company in Newquay. If you ever pop down, please pop into the shop.
Brilliant shot.
Have a chat with Tim.
Great to see these young guys on court with these pros. And Declan, I think, has got number 20 in the world at the moment.
Top of my head, I don't know.
Okay.
I'd say around that sort of bracket.
So Declan is 23, just confirmed by Tim in the world at the moment, and Eoin Yow, who's on next, is number 18. So we've got two of the best players in the world at the moment. Absolute phenomenal achievement. The amount of commitment these guys give and the relentless practice. It's a great example to these young squash players. Just goes to show if you put the work in, this is what you can do.
Myles serving, Declan receiving. First go level play.
Here we go.
How are we looking so far, Tom?
We've got Myles Roberts here with the home advantage. Knows the court very well. Probably the only advantage I can give him right now.
Lovely bit of squash, but that loose cross court, I think you've got to keep it very tight, haven't you? There you go. That's where it goes. As soon as you play cross court. How do you think in any game of squash is cross court where most points are lost?
Still, it's almost powers way out, but it's not an ideal shot in my opinion.
How many points are won from decent iron? And yet we all play cross court, and as guilty as the rest.
If you're going cross court, you've not had to go on length. It's as simple as that.
Cross court's got to be wide.
The only time I can relate
There
is
we
when
go.
I played famous Mohammed Al-Shabagi on court. Right?
You're very similar, mate. Unbelievable.
And I did hit 3 cross court nicks that I will hold
Well, that's
close
all
to
very
me.
well, but is that going to happen more than 70% of the time?
Well, we've only played once.
Myles looking really good. Lovely hold there on the shot. Nice line, nice length. There he is. There it is, that cross court.
You know, I've played games against these pros and I feel you've got to go for stuff you wouldn't usually go for.
You can't just grind them down, can you?
You can't do bread and butter like this. You need a bit of mind.
But are you trying to win on an evening like this, or are you just trying to enjoy it? Keep them in the point.
Well, you want to draw them into a...
Oh, there's Myles' first point. There he is. Big cheer from the crowd for young Myles in the pink.
1-2.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Tell you what it is.
3-1.
It's horrible pressure playing these pros.
Yeah, it is, because they are so good. No mistakes, huge accuracy. Good width from the line there. Oh, unlucky. goes in on that quickly and straightens it up. Wonderful.
In my opinion, it's an opportunity. Go for a few winners you usually go for.
Myles is staying in the rally though. I think a bit more of that. Declan being generous, but Myles is playing well. There we go, that cross court. That's the one.
Being honest, this is bread and butter for Declan here.
It is. Straight on Declan's racket.
We want to see some flair.
We'll see that, but I think he's been good. I think Myles is looking very good on this against him.
In my opinion, it's been comfortable.
Oh, that is wonderful width and length. Myles went for a winner there, and Declan was just there picking it straight up.
That's what you got to do in this scenario.
Mike, well played this evening. If you've got anything to say.
He's far too young, far too quick, and far too good. So, that's all I have to say about that.
That's Mike Gregory on his very close loss over Lewis Vinten.
And 2-6.
You're not going to catch him out in the rally here.
You're not going to catch him out, are you? However good your hold is, these boys are on it so quickly.
In my opinion, you've got to take some risks here. Go for some flair.
He has tried it, and Declan's just on it in a flash. Myles slightly gave up there, too quick.
Number 7-2.
But he was holding his own.
8-2.
Just too good from Declan there. Wonderful length. It's looking very easy, isn't it? Great from Myles.
That's what we know.
Nice to have another point for young
Best
Myles.
backhand in Cornwall, Myles Roberts. There we go.
Hold. Just amazing how quickly these pros are onto the ball, and I think I'd be interested to hear what you think. If they just read the body language as the shot is being played.
So being on court with one, they make you feel very basic, in my opinion.
So they read what's happening long before you've hit it, I think. That's why they're so quickly onto it.
Oh, to me, you've got to go on there. You've got to go on there and try and have a bit of flair, but they make you feel powerless.
You go from there.
Representing Cornwall this time, the Masters team and one of the biggest hitters at the club, and also got a fine touch as well, and a very good leader of the game. The former South African junior number 3, not a lot of people knew that, a really good chap. Bring the roof down for Mark Campen-Howarth. Devastating. From Malaysia, Yow!
Mark Campen-Howarth there, one of the finest hitters of the ball to come out of Cornwall, against one of the quickest players I've ever seen around a squash court, Yow from Malaysia. Should be an entertaining and I would say devastating matchup, especially for Mark.
I just hope Mark comes in with his confidence, because Mark has shots, and I hope he gets comfortable.
He hits the ball so sweetly. And it's either up or down. So there are, there are two variations of it, but whatever he hits, it generally looks really nice. So hopefully he can give a good account of himself here.
Smooth hitter for sure. I'd love to see Mark just go for it. I don't want to see rallies yet. I want to see Mark Howarth hacking the ball in the Cornish court. That's what we want.
Well, it's definitely a warm one there, and I don't think attritionally he's going to get much change out of Yow this evening. However, I've been wrong before. And no doubt I'll be wrong again.
Very, very wise words from Michael there. I think he's the Cornish boy's just got to try and go for the nick, put some power into his shots, try and work Yow a little bit if he can. But my suspicions are that the young player from Malaysia, we've got a new nickname for him as well. He's officially now known as the Ninja Warrior. He has approved that nickname, so Joey Barrington, if you tuned in, please take notice, because that's what he'd like to be known as going forward as he pushes his ranking back up towards the top 10.
Very good, very good. And Tim, obviously, what would your nickname be if you were on the PSA today? Surfing superstar? What do you
Luckily, I'll never ever go on the PSA except as a member of the crowd or the audience enjoying the amazing skills of these guys, which is awesome.
Yeah, it really is. So Mark is, as I mentioned before, really an accomplished player around Cornwall. I wasn't aware he was actually South African junior number 3, so I've learned something this evening. You never know with the World Cup, with the Olympics coming up. You never know, he may choose to change allegiances in an attempt to push towards the Olympic team.
Well, interestingly enough, if everything goes to form, Yow will represent Malaysia at the LA Olympics, and Declan will be representing Jamaica.
Yeah, good. I don't believe the People's Republic of Cornwall have actually entered a side this year in the Olympics, but if they had, Mark would definitely be in the running.
I think he'd be in the playoff finals for sure. He's up there with the top half dozen or so players in the county. He's a regular on the Masters circuit in the over 45s category. I keep nudging him, pushing him to play every event, but he gets to about 2 out of 3, which is reasonable enough. And he, as I say, he's a very, very attacking player, so we're all hoping he can pull off a miracle few points on this encounter.
That's true. The miracles can and do happen. Having said that, I've seen Yow in the knock-up and in the warm-up this afternoon. There's a few players on the circuit that move particularly well. Diego Elias, of course, extremely smooth mover. Ali Farag, when he was around and playing, of course. Yow also possesses some of those qualities, quite liquid in his movement. So watch out for that this evening, especially against Declan later on. Let's see if he puts that into practice against Mark, or whether, as I suspect, he'll be mostly spending his time on the tee.
I think you're probably right. They're having a lovely extended knock-up here. I don't want Mark to get too knackered before they start. But I think they're ready to go now and sit back and enjoy the next few minutes of entertainment.
This first one game, Mark serving, Yow receiving. Level play.
Very quick pace to start the opening rally. Both players testing each other on the back of the court there. Rotating nicely around the tee area. Not much traffic. That's almost like one of the refusals I've seen at the horse racing. He didn't want to go for that one, Mark, and I don't blame him. Little bit of a cheap return there into the tin. Mark's an incredibly talented player, but unfortunately sometimes he has a tendency to look for that winner a little bit early.
Yeah, he went in the front too early on those last couple of occasions. He occasionally gets nervous as well, so I think he'll settle into this, give him a couple more points. I'm sure he'll grab something out of the match.
Conditions, of course, very warm here down in Truro, and these are extending the rallies, but not going to help Mark a great deal. He's been moved around the court reasonably well, but mostly to the back right now. Good rally in the early part of this first game. The Leisure Centre boast. We all have a high degree of appreciation for that shot.
He did promise earlier that he'd throw at least one Leisure Centre in.
Mark is obviously timing his run. Love 5 at the moment. Early days though, early days. Both players rotating around that tee area. Decent movement here, decent hitting. Good line length from Mark, very patient.
So, Mike, how many more gears do you think Yow might have in his locker here?
I think he's got all the gears in his locker, to be honest with you, and I just don't know how many there are. But I would imagine that he has. Mark just picked up his first point there, so we'll celebrate that. That's one for the record books.
It was a great dying length, wasn't it? Hit the nick at the back, and Yow was helpless.
Absolutely. Unusual tennis serve there from Mark. Throws opponent off guard. Yow hunting the volley there early. Been pegged back deep into the forehand corner. A lot of heavy hitting going on this court here. I'm not entirely sure. But,
there's a lot of shooting going on here, Mike, isn't there? There's some very big... They're going for Cameron Pilley's record, I think.
Yeah, big strong boys. The ball's warming up at the best of times. Mark, sadly Mark finishing there with a signature tin into the forehand corner.
Couple of things before we play on. Could you guys just try and hit the ball a little harder for the ladies and gentlemen? And secondly, I'd just like to warn you, Yow, that there's only one person in this club that's got a licence to play the Leisure Centre post, and that's our very own Jonny Blenkin. And out 6-1.
Jonny Blenkin is our main lead commentator here. We're just guesting for one game, and he's well known for putting in reverse angle boasts.
Highly effective. I absolutely endorse that shot. Come on, Mark, we need you to put a shift in here.
Didn't Myles get to 3 points a few minutes ago? So Mark's got that as a mini target to try and exceed.
Little bit of deception there from Yow at the front left-hand side of the court. Another Leisure Centre played by it was. The rally's been reset by Yow once again with the effective lob. It's almost painful to watch for Mark, I think, at the moment, right? These rallies are extending to a point where clearly the wheels are falling off one by one. But we've still got 3 wheels on this wagon. It's a clear, good shot. Mark's throwing the kitchen sink at Yow here. Let's see how he gets on. Another backward boast here from Yow. This is Mark's big chance. There it is. Good effort there from Mark. Solid performance. It was always up against the world rank Yow. One of the finest players Malaysia's ever produced, of course. Solid effort nonetheless, and a very warm
I haven't been staring at it quite as much fascination as you obviously have.
It was a brilliant shot. He thoroughly deserves it. At least half a dozen more. Give us some feedback. What was that like?
That's just really fun, to be honest. I just feel very privileged that I was able to get on court today. Yeah. It's just been a bit of a crap time at the moment, excuse my language, but I think I really needed that as a boost. To be on court, such a nice player, such a nice person. I can't say any more. Very grateful. Thank you.
Very good words there. Sometimes life's a roller coaster when it's a plan. Sport and squash in this case can really give you a lift and really open up avenues of fun and enjoyment, make you feel human again. That wasn't human. That was a really special performance. What's it like with Mark there? His hard hitting. There were 1 or 2 rallies there that the boys were commentating on that they thought you were going to become a pretty world record.
No, I was finding it really bad that tempo that Mark was playing the ball just as hard as I lot of energy to hit it hard continuously. So even, I mean, to be honest, like I played all the players who were at say Mark hits it, it's definitely up there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Again, as much as an enjoyment being good at sport for me, climbing up the rankings, winning tournaments. I think events like this is what makes it special as well for me to be able to try and show what I can do on court and see everyone being happy, smiling. That's what matters most to me as well. To be honest, seeing the community, the sports community. It's such an amazing sport. So I'm just happy to be able to contribute back in that way. And again, thanks team for hosting it, making it possible. Yeah, really special.
Following the match, you will have the chance to ask any questions to players. So please make some noise, bring your road down for our two top professionals tonight, Declan James and Eoin Yow.
We've got the master Phil Moxham here from Cornwall, Cornish legend, in the chair with me this evening, commentating on these two fine players. Declan obviously just coming back from injury, bad Achilles injury, out for about a year. He's picked up some really nice results recently around the tour. He played in the finals yesterday, I believe, at St George's. Lost out narrowly to John Macon. 2-1. Very competitive game. But it's nice to see him at his best again. He's got a huge wingspan. He makes it look effortless in his movement. So very two, I would say, contrasting styles here. You've got. Yeah. I would use the analogy David and Goliath, right? But I'm sure it's not necessarily fair on behalf of Yow. But it is a contrast of styles, and it'll be really interesting to see what they come up with this evening.
He came from almost nowhere and won the juniors, but he was a for his age, in that age group, he's a very powerful kid, very strong kid, yeah. But a bit taller than Yow, yeah.
He was strong, and there's a few. It's interesting. I don't quite know the setup of Malaysian squash. There have been a few top players that come through over the years. Yeah. Nicole David, of course, she's Malaysian. So Yow now is coached by my good friend, my best friend growing up, Hadrian Stiff. So Hadrian's now coaching him in Bristol. So interesting to see what movements he can make back up the world rankings in the months ahead. But I'm sure he's got, especially with the Olympics coming up, right? It's going to be really interesting.
I mean, it'd be interesting with Hadrian, because Hadrian, a lot of his work is with movement, I think. Footwork, etc., isn't it? And, it'd be really interesting.
I think there's a real microphone here, Phil. If you want to take it, there we go. You can even take your own. Oh, do you? No, it should be good. Well, Tim mentioned that Dex nominated for Jamaica this year in order to qualify for the Olympics in 27, which is interesting. He's had a year out, of course, with that bad Achilles injury. So it's going to be.
Comes across as a really bright guy as well, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he talks an intelligent sort of game, basically. He was down before. We had him down before.
No, he's very smart. He's a smart kid. So he's been around the game a long time. Manages his body well. 33 years of age, of course. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens this evening down here in Truro. Quite a muggy evening, but not quite as bad as yesterday.
That's true. I mean, I hope he's not referring to that.
Probably.
At my age now, I've got to hit the move.
Phil, you do it. Phil, great to speak to you. See you soon. Phil Moxon there, local legend here in Truro. First rally here, just testing each other out, moving the ball around the court with ease. Tight from deck there, picks up an early 1-0 lead.
So, Michael, who is your money on and why?
That's an unfortunate stroke there from deck. Now, honestly, I think myself, Yow has the experience of competing at the top level here. Plus, also being Malaysian, of course, he's used to these fairly balmy, humid conditions that we have down here in Truro today. So that may play a part. Our best of 5 games, of course. But it's really too early to tell. But Deck has been on such a good run of form. Nothing really here would surprise me.
Well, Deck very recently this season's had wins over Yusuf Ibrahim, World 5, and Mohammed Abulgar as well, who he beat in the British Open.
Yeah, Abulgar's a talent, and they both are actually. So, that doesn't happen through luck. It happens through hard work, dedication, and application. Deck has, shown himself to come back from quite a serious injury. He's out for the entire year with his Achilles. So it'll be interesting to see just how hard and how far he can push on here as he rebuilds his world ranking. Good test here against Yow.
Absolutely.
It's very effective there. Drag that 2 or both around the front of the court. Forehand side from Yow.
So Yow this season has had a few big wins. He's taken out Miguel Rodriguez, Curtis Malik a couple of times, Nicky Miller among others. He also had a fantastic match with Mohamed El Shabaghi. I think that was in New York. He was 2-0 up in that one, and Mohamed managed to work his way back and just nip him. So he's hovering around 18 in the world, but looking to go higher again.
Yeah, interesting. Obviously, you mentioned Curtis Malik there. It's part of the big, I would say, Malik dynasty right now. A lot of players there. They have a lot of people in the family there playing a really very high level of squash. So, in terms of English squash, of course, that family's doing a particularly good job of representing the country. But as far as Yow's concerned here, he'll be looking to make a statement here and put his marker down early against Deck.
Well, we've certainly spoken to the fellows, and they're treating this very seriously, this match. They're going to go flat out for the next hour or so, I'd imagine.
Great length there from Yow. On these hot courts, difficult to pull up a decent length there. Very effective. Now the difference here with these top players, of course, is that they're able to reset the rally several times in a single round.
Very, very low error count. Commentator's curse on that one. Noticed that they served very quickly afterwards to patch over that slight error there.
He's made up for that. He's absolutely made up for that howler with a lovely cross-court dropping from Nick there from Deck. Now, really interesting for the younger players on watching the stream today. Just how quickly the players return to the tee from hitting the ball and are ready in that tee position to pick up that next shot. Makes all the difference in the world. I just wish I'd paid attention during my match.
You did play someone 30 odd years younger. It's not easy, but at times you had him scampering everywhere.
That's a cracking shot there from Deck. Very deft touch. Soft hands, I've told about Declan James.
Beautiful low touch on that. Nearly rolled out of the nick. Very close opening period to this match. 5-4.
Nicely taken out there, plucked out of the air there from Yow. Very assertive on the volley. The slenderest of leads in this first game. Watching young Yow move around the court, Tim, reminds me of a younger you, actually.
Much younger. Not so easy these days to move like the 20 and 30-year-olds we see on the PSA World Tour. It's a joy to watch them and to see their tee position, their reactions, their timing of the ball, the way they move on and off the ball. It's fantastic to watch and to learn from.
Yeah, absolutely. Uncharacteristic error there from Declan. And we can put a little bit of pressure there from Yow, so open up a little bit of a lead here. Not insurmountable, of course, and it's the first game. Anything can still happen.
Deck was certainly using that backhand volley drop to good effect on the PSA Tour. The latter part of this season, got a good hold on the drive as well on that backhand.
Yeah,
he's quite confident in that area, as we can see.
So that's a terrific rally there. Deck really in control, moving the ball for all areas of the court. Yow absorbing that pressure as best he can, making the little error at the very end there. Well played from Declan. Declan obviously based himself up in Birmingham for the majority of his time. Obviously spent the evening with his other half in Bath today, so he didn't have too far to come here to Cornwall to Truro.
Yeah, he broke the journey. He came down from Nottingham to Bath, spent some time there, and he's back to Bath tomorrow, and I believe going on a short summer holiday in Scotland next week, recharging his batteries before pre-season starts, as the competitors on the PSA World Tour count down to the next event, which will be in London, I believe, the London Classic at Ali Pali.
It comes around quick, doesn't it? Comes around really quick. You know, when
it really does. It really does. They don't get an awful long off season at all.
It's funny there. The marker made a bit of a mess of that one, but thankfully the players are all honest as the day is long. It's really what I find is it's such an attritional game, squash, and these boys put so much into it for a relatively short career, of course. The off season, they play events like this. They do things to keep themselves in good shape. But you know, I don't know any other racket sports really that pushes you physically in the way that squash does.
No, it's got to be the hardest in terms of physicality. There was a survey done in one of the premier, I think it was Vogue magazine, and they had squash up there in the top 3. I think Nordic cross-country skiing was up there, and so was the Stephen Redgrave sport, rowing. They were listed as 2 other very, very tough sports for the cardio workout that you produce, and basically to be a top squash player, you're at the very highest end of your cardio, VO2 max of your cardio ability. You're playing matches, well, easily over an hour, and sometimes over an hour and a half in all sorts of conditions, today being one of the warmer nights probably that they will play in, and good old England, the English summer. And then they have to back up quite often the next day for the next round of match. So it's a tough way to earn a living.
Do it all over again. Yeah, normally people say the Brits are really good at the sports where you sit down, rowing, cycling, and all the other bits and pieces. But we're pretty good at squash too. Looking forward to game 2.
Yeah, the Brits are pretty good at darts as well. I do believe you stand up for that one. So that's another way of looking at it. Here we go. The second game has started.
Good use of the height there from the lob from Yow. Very accurate. Local player Mike Harris from Devon uses the lob to very good effect there. Irritating, I would say. Anyone of us have had the privilege of playing him and knows just how difficult it is dealing with a lob like that. A whole new, that's another good shot from Yow. Terrific.
Yeah, he really cut down. High racket prep, really cut down on that ball. It stayed very short, beat his opponent on that occasion. It looks like Declan is trying to hunt that tee, get on that volley early when possible, but Yow's playing fantastic.
You know what, that was almost half volleyed that for 4 runs, right? It was almost a Yorker, but he took it perfectly well, dropped over the front back in the corner.
Slotted, I think we say.
Touche. Whatever you can do, I can do better, says Deck. 1-3.
It's that Declan James backhand again. Very strong. So Yow is pretty permanently based in Bristol these days, and he's working with a good friend of yours, Mike, with Hadrian Stiff. Can you give us an insight into the setup Hadrian's got and maybe the work he's doing with his group of professionals there?
Absolutely, yeah. Hadrian and I go way back. We went to school together, of course, played a lot of squash together. Hadrian went on to coach people like Mohammed El-Shabaghi, formed his academy in Bristol. Spent a lot of time recently in America, in New York, coaching there, and has just recently come back to get Yow ready for basically the Olympic Games, which is interesting. So Hadrian's been really, his whole thing is quality of movement, quality of hitting, and he really takes that to the next level, really. So I expect to see Yow develop that part of his game. He's already a good mover, and Hadrian will undoubtedly just unlock that last few percent of movement that he can expect to bring at Olympic Games in 27.
Yes, I totally agree. I think with Hadrian Pip, as he's known, Stiff, at the helm there, Yow's in good hands, and talking to him earlier, I think one of the things he was possibly looking at working out was becoming a touch more aggressive, less passive, more attacking on court. He knows his strengths, his length and his line and his movement are fantastic assets, and he's looking to add another layer or two in terms of his front of court play, and there was a good example of it there.
Yeah, it's a lovely shot. I think in today's modern squash, there are so many different styles and techniques on display from the very top of the game. You've got someone like Asal, very aggressive, extremely assertive, powerful mover. You have someone like Diego Ellis, I mentioned him earlier, such a smooth performer, hitter of the ball, looks effortless. You know, Mezen Hisham, unusual technique, but highly effective. So, the nice thing is that it's not like the old days, right, where you got the Brits and the Aussies and all playing a certain way. It's a game where you can have your own take on technique and be extremely effective. So I think the game's never been in more rude health, honestly. You've got people like who was here last year with you. You got John Macon, of course, physical specimen, very attritional, very strong. Cole in the same way. It's going to take something special for these two on court here to break into the top 10, but it's absolutely possible with the work they're putting in.
It's all about putting the work in and trying to get that reward from relentless training, lifestyle sacrifices, and sheer determination.
Now it's again very, very soft hands from Yow. Move deck all around the court there. Made a lot of work. Put a lot of work into those long legs of Declan. Very good touch.
Declan pushing a bit now. He's closed the gap from, there we go, to 4 points. Trying to hunt his way back into the second game to level the match. Still a long way to go. To me, it looks like he's trying to step up a little further on that tee now, take those backhand drops in as quickly as he can. He's seen 2 or 3 in this rally already.
Yeah, he can't afford really to give too much of the court up to Yow at the moment. He's got a big wingspan in the central part, so he needs to use that if he's going to make any inroads into Yow here. Nice shot there, quick onto the ball, but very quick hands from Deck there, throwing that ball back across court. Very warm on there, very warm. These boys must be sweating a lot.
The other thing that these two players are exceptionally good at and with is their mentality. I think Hadrian will be doing some good work with Yow on that, and I believe Nick Matthews done a lot with Declan over the years, as they are two very, very, very determined cookies. They will fight for every point. They won't give an inch if they can possibly help it.
Well, even if this is not a, let's say, a tournament match, just a psychological edge, you're getting one up on each other. If they do cross paths in the tournament later on, right, they're kind of feeling each other out, understanding what works, what doesn't work. That testing process is always ongoing.
Good deception on that. That's right. There's a full crowd here at Truro Squash Club down in Cornwall. The boys had a little bit of a trip to get here today, but hopefully they're enjoying the Cornish hospitality. They're certainly giving it their all right now.
It's always a pleasure to come down to the event, Tim, and you put on a great show, and everyone's grateful here for what you do for both the game of squash and, of course, the squash in Cornwall. And to bring players down here like this, you had Jonah last year with Joel, of course, another terrific evening, really setting the standards in Southwest squash.
It's important to keep the drum beating, isn't it, as loud as possible in terms of promoting our sport. Squash is such an amazing workout and enjoyable sport. We all know that, but a lot of people out there yet to learn it. So beat the drum, get the publicity, keep doing outrageously fun and exciting and inspiring things to get as much involvement in the sport as possible.
I completely agree.
Of course, the Olympics will give us another big boost in 2 years' time. We're all looking forward to that, and we're hoping that both these two fellas will be representing their countries at LA 28.
No, I'm sure they will. What a backdrop, right? I think it's Universal Studios they're playing at for in a couple of years' time. So that's going to bring, we've got some terrific venues for World Squash. We've got the Pyramids, of course, we've got Grand Central Station, Truro Squash Club. So it's probably one of your top three there events in squash calendar.
Well, I've got to shout out to Alex Goff and the team there as we approach game ball. They've pulled a blinder by getting Universal Studios on board, I think, for the Olympics. It'll form a fantastic, amazing and unique backdrop. Top 16 men's and ladies competing. It's going to be a fantastic 10 days, I believe, the squash runs for out there. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. That's a great shot there, super shot. I'm going to try and pick up some tickets. Yeah, it's going to be a long paper round here for Deck to pull this one back from 2 down.
What do you see as the change and the tweaks that Declan might have to make in this third game, Mike, in order to get back into the match?
That's a great question. I think he's probably going to need to use a little bit of height. Okay, he's been rotating around to the tee quite well, but Yow's very comfortable with his movement patterns at the moment. So Deck's not been able to break that to any significant degree at the moment. So it's been relatively consistent movement patterns for Yow. So I think he's going to have to try and sort of, just be a little bit, think more outside the box here with his hitting, and certainly his shot selection. But Deck's got plenty of things in his locker, right? So he's got the ability to finish the ball very crisply and cleanly. I'm sure he's going to lead into that in this third game.
I think that's probably a very good analysis. Break up the movement patterns and the rhythm of his opponent. That must be going through his mind now, and he just needs to find a way of doing that. I hope everyone here is enjoying the broadcast from Truro. A big shout out and a big thank you to England Squash Masters, particularly to Brian Brock for coming down, for setting up all the transmission equipment and the live feed. Everything that goes with it. It's a humongous effort, and we're so grateful here to have England Squash Masters on board, to have the England Squash Masters team playing against the Cornwall team today as part of the whole exhibition day, and the event, as we manage to put them on, hopefully will continue to include exciting teams from the divisions and the age groups of the Masters going forward.
The nice thing is, one thing's for sure, when Brian Brock's involved, everything goes very smoothly indeed. So never any problems there with the setup, videography or anything like that. I've played a few Masters events in my time, and Brian's been instrumental in organising those. And I think they even want him, England Squash even want him now in his skills to organise some competitions on their behalf, which I absolutely don't endorse. There's no one better in the business and I'm very happy to have him sat alongside me here today.
Yeah, credit to the world of squash, but I'm sorry, PSA, you can't have him. England Squash Masters, they've got a champion here.
I know we're just last year, I think you want to see Declan put on a bit more of a performance, get back into this match. So we're going to listen to the
Go on, Declan! Here we go.
So John there, the marker, telling Declan to play better. I'm sure that's the feedback he wanted to hear from the marker. I jest, of course. Nicely tidied up there from Dec.
Yeah, that's a good start. That would give him a bit of belief and confidence, and should seep through now into his game.
Well, I believe his nickname is the Dark Knight, right? And obviously, from that last shot, I would say the Dark Knight is rising.
Brilliant analogy. It's his favourite DC character, Batman, the Dark Knight. Yow, the Ninja Warrior. Sounds like a very good matchup. I'm a bit old for Marvel and DC. I don't understand all the superheroes out there, but we've certainly got two squash superheroes battling out right now.
Yeah, I was doing some mileage. Unfortunate there from Dec. He had him all over the court. Picked up a cheap stroke there from Yow. An unfortunate tinned out on the cross-court nick attempt. I feel you, Dec, on that cross-court nick attempt.
He's playing very, very good, sharp squash Yow at the moment. He's not relenting at all.
No, well, his hitting is... even on these hot courts, his length hitting is exceptional. That second bounce length dying in the back corner. It doesn't give you much to go. Really nicely tidied up there from Dec.
Yeah, that one, as we say, is a very nice drop shot, slotted. That didn't come off the sidewall at all.
One of the friendliest guys and nicest guys on the tour, I would say, Yow. Always smiling. Never got a bad word to say against anybody. If the rankings were done on being nice, he'd definitely be top 5 in the world.
I think you're right there. He's been smiling and enjoying every moment of his visit to Cornwall, this trip. His train was actually delayed nearly half an hour, and he was worried that he might hold up. Well, he said, don't worry about the proceedings here. Being the star man, we'll hang on for you. Don't worry, get here in one piece, get settled and put on a show. And he's certainly doing that at the moment. Good work down the backhand there from both.
Yeah, rally was reset nicely there. Both thrown in. Oh, it's unfortunate there from Dec. Just, I guess it's a relentless pressure that Yow puts you under on every shot. You feel you need to go lower and tighter.
Yeah, that's the pressure of movement, isn't it? He's so smooth, as we say. Got a very full swing, hasn't he? Not going to get that one, though.
I think he put himself in a spot of bother there.
That is what you call locked out or blocked out completely. A little known fact about Declan is apart from rupturing his Achilles late 2022 into 2023 when he dropped a lot of time, he also has a back condition. He suffers from scoliosis, which is a curvature of the spine, which shows how well he's done with his career so far to hit the top 20 with slight back issues niggling him most of the time.
Wow.
And as a result of that, he's adapted his game and his style of play and pulled off shots like that.
Amazing. I feel slightly... I feel slightly pathetic whinging about my slight back twinge earlier, and knowing that Dex had to cope with that throughout his squash career.
I think all us masters have little niggles and whinges about things. In fact, normally when we greet each other at the masters events, it's how are you feeling? How many injuries have you got?
Yeah, normally if you're in single figures on the injury front, you're actually doing quite well.
I mean, to be fair, these top pros, they put in so much work, so much time. Fantastic throw, cross court nick, rolled out.
I approve of that shot.
7-6.
He's back in this, Mike. He's back in this. He's pushing hard now. Mike, you're a past master at hitting cross-court nicks. Any advice you can give budding players there, how to take that shot on?
It's a great point. So, for me, this is one thing. You can be fit and you can train for fitness. You've got to try and really work on, you're really going to want to take your, oh, goodness me, cut off mid-flow there by slightly...
Oh, we got some Cornish marking going on. Hands up from the crowd.
We got some crowd participation on the refereeing here from John. Interesting technique here. Maybe he will sign him up for the PSA. You never know.
Yeah, one of the most recent directives was influencing the referee, but we had 80 people here trying to influence him that very second. We did ask for their opinion.
Yeah, there's been a few pantomime decisions during the course of today. A lot of booing. It's almost like Widow Twanky is marking, but it was interesting to see earlier on. However, both players are so incredibly fair. They won't take what's not deserved, basically.
I'm sure, and thanks very much to John, the marker referee for today. He does a fantastic job around Cornwall. He's always there, always volunteering to mark. This is a tough rally, heavy leg there. Is he going to be able to kill it?
Well, this is a tough one. This is a tough one.
And still it comes back. Amazing recovery. Reset the rally, and here we go again.
Yeah, John's a terrific lad. Great marker. We always like to give markers a little bit of stick, whether they're the best in the world or second best in the world, right? Oh, that's a great. It's a super rally. Just down. Really good from Deck there. Terrific. He's put a shift in.
Had to be rallied to match that. Fantastic. Crowd really getting involved in this now. Massive cheers, shouts. The referee's getting very close to the action too.
Nothing like a bit of impartiality, but we like it.
8-6. Declan leads, 2-point gap. Third game.
Unfortunate there. Unforced error crept in. Uncharacteristic unforced errors from both players there. Keeps it interesting.
Here's the chance. Oh, fantastic. Looked like Yow was struggling for a second there, but no. Clever push down the line. Caught Declan flat-footed. High up the court, couldn't quite recover.
Lovely, nicely tidied up there from Yow. On the ball so early. It's relentless. First match ball here for Yow. Can he take advantage? And there it is.
Here. Can you hear? Yeah. I've been told to put this on, I'll just hold it there. Okay. Just giving the players a few seconds. Do you want some water? Okay. This is your chance, folks, to ask any questions you want to ask of the two players as far as life on the Pro Tour or what they do on a daily basis as professional squash players. So, anyone want to start the ball rolling with some Q&As? Yes, Siobhan.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, it took me a while to get there. Thanks. Welcome today.
Did you get a niggle then as well? It looked like he might have niggled something.
A week?
I thought he pulled something when he went on with Myles. No, it's all right. Thank goodness for that. Don't want anyone to leave injured.
When I was younger, I probably spent 2 to 3 hours a day. That's not fully high intensity all the time. I only do half an hour, 45 minutes on the long distance. So an hour of hours, probably an hour with the coach feeding, and then also an hour doing pair sessions with hours. So I'd say probably average around 12 to 15 hours a week on court. Yeah. Thank you.
Training schedule, how many hours a week? Yeah, training.
Yeah, maybe 30. 30 hours a week. 4 or 5 hours a day. Really, one court session and one gym session as well. Have a Sunday off, usually rest, and a couple of sessions for the other 6 days. So, yeah, a lot of volume and a couple of hours of stretching, mobility, yoga, and just so you can do it the next day. So, yeah, it's a full-time job, like, you know, working like
Anyone else? John? Best win?
Best win, I would say there's a few. I think beating Paul in Singapore is probably my bigger one. I also beat myself. I came today. Beat myself once. Actually, told me that yeah, a few times beat Owen twice as well. That was good. Yeah, so those are all big wins for me, but I think in terms of achievement, the biggest one and the proudest one for me was winning the Asian Games 4 years back. It's a big thing for us every 4 years. It's a big event, there's a lot of pressure on that. It's sort of outside the finals, so it's quite pleasing. So yeah, those are probably my biggest wins of the
I beat South Freedom as well, but it wasn't 11 years old. Yeah, probably when I beat the lads in London a couple of years ago, that was probably my biggest win. It was 4 or 5 in the world at the time, so yeah, that's probably my biggest individual win, that said.
Anyone else? Now's your chance. Throw some questions at these boys. Any takers? Yes, Duncan.
Couldn't be small.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I wanted to be a pilot. pilot, so I was thinking about that when I was really young, and then, yeah, my love of squash just kind of took over, but yeah, I wasn't interested in aviation, so who knows, never say never for retiring.
Actually, I'm not just copying answer, but I wanted to be a pilot as long as I was younger. It's an article I think when I was 6 or 7 weeks old. I wanted to be a pilot before I was going to be a squash player. Yeah, my eyesight's not good enough now, so that's probably it. Yeah, I'm really interested in the finance stuff, business management, and really leaning towards a lot of the finance side of it, just understanding how to manage our work. As sports players, we're not earning much, so we have to spend and also have to invest in it, so I've got to be good at that. Never know, maybe in the future, hedge fund or something. Yeah, foreseeable future at this point.
I'll just follow up on that. And ask Declan Yow to maybe a little bit of a secret. The top boys, top 4 or 5, what sort of money are they making these days?
Top 4 or 5 players in the world are making between 250 and 400 a year, I would say.
Pounds or US?
Pounds. Sal will be making £1 million with the sponsorships he's got. Yeah, there is like, look, it doesn't have the money that it deserves for how good the guys are at what they do, but it is also a lot better than it used to be. Even when I started playing, you know, you can probably make 6 figures if you're in the top 16 players in the world, there or thereabouts, which is incredibly fortunate living. So yeah.
And if I ask Yow, where's your break-even point on the Pro Tour? What do you need to be ranked before you get in the right side of the line?
It's a tough one. I'm going to say I'm very privileged in the sense where I've been most of my privilege and knowledge throughout the years, so I can't really say. But from my feeling, I would say standing up breaking point, I would think top 75. I would think so anyways. Even then, there's still a lot of compromises. We're probably finding the cheaper flights. At times thinking we should, same, I think for everyone, if you're going for a holiday, thinking we should get an extra checking back or not. It's the same for us as well, a lot of times. So ideally those stuff are things that we don't have to worry about, because we still have to share with other players who are on tour. So that's just break even for just bringing ourselves to events. Let's say if you want to bring someone to us. Yeah, I got a feeling on the top 75 in the world. I could be totally off in my expenses. I'm lucky enough to be covered since I was young. So yeah.
So it's a labour of love. It's something that you've got to be very passionate about to make anything from. Tony, you were going to ask?
My uncle taught me, showed me the game number 6. Leisure centre, you know, just like most of us in the UK, you grew up playing in leisure centre with your dad or a family member. So, yeah, just started from there, my uncle played, then my dad's played, my brother, it was a very family.
Yeah, same for me. I think Inspect spoke about this briefly, right? In the podcast saying about squash, how a lot of times it's probably our parents and stuff like that who are getting into squash. That's not, to be honest, not much of my generation, but all squashes, not from their parents or people that are relatives that they know. So for me, same thing. I used to play, loves playing social squash, so that's how I got into it. And he made the mistake of bringing me to a squash club once, and I've left the pot. So yeah, from my dad, I started when I was 7 years old.
Last endeavour to get where they are now. Any last takers? Lewis? What do you do in a gym?
What do I do in a gym? Yeah, so I'll do 2 or 3 times a week. I'm doing circuit training on swimming, a lot of skipping, press-ups, sit-ups, like a lot of body weight stuff on the court 2 times a week. Those sessions will be anything for about 2 hours, and then I'll do a weights session in the gym as well, where I'm doing lifting weights, leg press, some squat type movements as well. I did a lot of strength training when I was 17, 18, also in the gym, with like the Olympic lifting kind of stuff to get that strength in the body. Now it's less so than that, because you know, when you've done that kind of training for 10 years, it kind of stays in the body a little bit, so now it's very much a lot of squash specific stuff on court. The conditioning side of squash is kind of more intense than it's ever been now, because the players are so fast. You sort of see that with Yow tonight, obviously. The ball comes back a lot, so there's a lot more happening on the movement side of the game. So yeah, I'd say the training is a lot more geared towards squash specific stuff now than when I started playing. So yeah, it's very hard impossible work. Very brutal.
Yeah, again, same thing for me when I was younger, probably 17, 18, did a lot of the basic lifting gym sessions that probably a lot of people will be very used to. A lot of squats, bench press, those kind of your classic gym kind of lifting stuff. When I was younger, I did a lot of that. Like I said, that was the building years where I kind of built the strength. But for me, over the last few years, I've really been away from that. I don't think I'm lifting as much weight as I used to. A lot more sport specific stuff, a lot more single leg stuff. As you can see when we're on court, there's so much lunging to the front and you need to be able to get out from that situation time and time again. So there's a lot of repetition there. So doing a lot of single leg stuff, also a lot of plyo stuff to get an explosive speed. And besides that, to be honest, it's just as much injury prevention as building strength on in the gym. We're playing probably every 2 weeks. We have a tournament out, so we're pretty much all out every time we're on court. So we have to make sure the body is really strong enough to be able to withstand that intensity. So yeah, I would say if you're younger, probably it's worth doing a little bit more heavy stuff, but to get into the season and playing more tournaments, it's really important to start being into more squash specific kind of gym workout. Yeah, same with that game. Do it 3 times a week at least in the gym. Doing a lot of strength and rehab kind of stuff.
So one last question, Lewis.
What things do you enjoy the most about Cornwall? And what would you like to do before you leave?
What things do you enjoy most about Cornwall?
About a tournament.
About a tournament? About Cornwall. Your visit to Cornwall, what have you enjoyed about it most? Meeting you, Lewis.
Probably nostalgia for me, because I used to come with my family every year from the age of, I don't know, like 7, 8 to 13, 14, 15. Family holiday. So yeah, my memories of Cornwall are very much like long road trips as a kid, asking listening to my dad's music and all the rest of it. So yeah, the Cornwall just makes me think of my family.
So I've been in Cornwall for a total of 6 hours now. I've only been to the Truro train station. Truro Sports Club. First impression, amazing stuff, amazing atmosphere. Yeah, but there's so much more, so much I've heard from so many people.
You need to try a pasty.
A pasty, a Cornish pasty. Pasty. That'll fit.
Sounds good. You learn about.
You won't move after that.
Well, you learn about 1,000 calories on board in an hour, so I think it's worth having to go. But yeah, so far amazing. Hear a lot of great stuff from so many sports players. Jonny always raved about how nice Cornwall is. So I'd like to spend the future. Hopefully, the team can get me down more. I'm only from Bristol, so not too far away. Yeah, really good first impression, and I'd love to come down more.
Thank you very much, both there. I can assure you when Mustafa Sal came down, he ate a minimum of 2 pasties at the Founders Cup. I saw him do it. He waffled them doubly quick as well, but brilliant effort. Last shout for the raffle. when everyone heads back to the bar. If you want to raffle it, last shout, and then we will pull the raffle. A bit of advertising for the Falmouth Centenary Racquetball event on July the 11th. Entries are welcome for that. Details are out now, but we will re-advertise them so that if you want to have a crack at the Racquetball Championships, you're welcome. A big thank you again to everyone for coming tonight. I hope you've enjoyed it, but a special big thank you to our top 20 professionals from England, Jamaica, Declan James, and from Malaysia and Bristol, Eoin Yow and Ji. Thank you so much. Raffle next. And don't forget, on the big screen, if you want to, the England-Panama match at 10 o'clock. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.